Hello, this is Cyndi, and this is going to be an art journal jazz video, although I'm not working in my regular art journal. I wanted to try something. A couple nights ago I got an email from Donna Downey, a mass email promoting a package bundle of videos that she was selling, and it was like 9 different videos and classes that she's put out in the past, but you could get them all for $75, and it was really a lot for that amount of money, so I purchased them. But she had one in there called Metamorphosis, and in the video she does a fabric journal. I'm not going to do that. I don't know, I may try to do it at some point, maybe not a journal, but paint on the fabric the way she did. But she made this, she took muslin and then put spackling compound on it, and then did transfers. She did some. She did black paint on it and some transfers. And I don't want to do that, but I liked the look, and I just wanted to try the transfers. I have successfully accomplished transfers in the past, but several years ago I did them on some furniture that I was refinishing and even a canvas. But I haven't done them in a long time, so I wanted to try it again. Anyway, she had these part of that video class. You could download these butterfly pictures. And to be honest, I have a good printer. In fact, it's a new printer. But like this picture that she gives you, the PDF or whatever it is that you download, like, look, that came out nice and crisp, but the larger one came out really kind of whack, and this one came out whack. They're fuzzy, but you know, no big deal, because you know, you can always get pictures of butterflies anywhere on the internet. But I'm going to, anyway, she started out with the spackling compound and then put some clear gesso over it. Well, I'm not going to do that. I thought I would just put some gesso on a page and try out the transfer technique. And then I thought, you know, I have this book here that I've had for a while, and this is a really nice, you know, fake leathery journal, and I think it's Tattered Angels or 7 Gypsies. Tattered Angels, is that what it is? Anyway, I think it's that brand. I can't see where it's written anywhere, but anyway, it's nice. It's got all of these like ledger pages, and you know, they're not super thick paper, but they are thick enough to, you know, do some art on. And I've been using it just to practice faces. And that's really, I was trying to practice a 3/4 face. That's pretty funny. I don't know, can you even see these? Anyway, yeah, that's the last one that I did. But I have several pages in here that already have gesso on them, so I thought, I can just try it out on one of those pages. So I think I'll do it on this page. And I'm going to use the butterflies. So I'm not sure how many of the butterflies I'm going to use. Let's see. I'm going to use this one. So when you're doing a transfer, you know, you want to cut sort of close to the edges, but not exactly. You need a little bit left over. or that's been my prior experience, and that's the way I saw Donna Downey doing it too. So we'll use this little one. Maybe I'll use one of these big black and white ones. I wanted to use this one, but it's just too, it's just not clear enough. I think I might use, well, I better use this one. I better use that one. I don't know why I better use it. Well, I'm thinking because it's has more black. So, anyway, so I'll just roughly cut these out, and I'll grab my gel medium. I think I'm just going to use my matte Mod Podge, because that's what I just bought a new container, and I'm down to the end of my regular matte gel medium jar. So the Mod Podge should work, right? Sure it should. Then we have these. I think these are not butterflies, are they? I think these are moths. But that'll go right along with the little thing that I want to write on my page, which is a quote that my husband wrote down for me yesterday and gave it to me. Let's see. Looks like there's 4 different ones here. We'll use that one and this one because it has a little blue in it. Hope this works. Let's see. And this one. There's 3 of these, a little butterfly and a big butterfly. I may change my mind, but at this point, this is what we're gonna use. But first we're gonna do just a little bit of mark making on the back, which is what she did in her class. And I want to do it too. I like the look of it. Yes, Donna Downey, I am copying you. Sort of. But it's okay, because I'm using it to practice my transferring, and this isn't something that I'm going to sell and pretend that it's all my idea. Okay, I'll be back in just a minute. This is so typical. As soon as I get ready to film, it decides to get dark. The storm's coming every afternoon. Every afternoon we have a bad storm. And my God, last night, well, early this morning, 5:30, the electricity goes off. It was off for 2.5 hours. Then when we get up, the electricity had come back on, but we didn't have any internet. It blew our modem. You know, I called AT&T because our modem just had red lights on it, and waited online on hold forever. And then this guy gets on and he says, "Oh no, you called the wrong number." And I'm like, "Well, this is the number that says if you're to call if you're having problems with DSL." "Well, it's not. Let me give you this other number." So I call the other number. It's out of service. It's not even a working number. So I call back the original number, wait on hold for like 20 minutes, finally get someone, and she connects me to someone who can help me. But really, she ends up telling me that my modem, hey, here comes the rain. My modem blew up when the electricity went off and came back on or whatever. At some point, it blew up. So we can send you one, but the shipping's really backed up, so it might take a while to receive it. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I mean, you know, we'll flip out if we don't have the internet. So I drive into town. Traffic's terrible because there's a bad car accident, of course. And then, but AT&T had the modem that I needed. Bought it, came back. The guy tells me, I said, now what do I do when I get home? He says, just plug it all in. It's the same one you have now, so it's going to work fine. I said, really? I said, my computer's going to know it, and it's going to know my computer, and all. Yes. All you have to do is plug it in. I said, okay, that sounds good. Well, that wasn't the case. I plugged it in, but neither one of our computers would work. So I had to call back. Actually, ew, that's horrible. The woman that I had spoken to gave me her email address and told me to send her an email if I had any problems and that she would call me right back. And she actually did. And so she walked me through, you know, getting it to work. And everything's fine now, but, you know, what a hassle. Everything is a hassle. Why is everything a hassle? Life is so hard. And as I'm saying that, I realize what an idiot I am saying that. Life is so easy compared to the way a lot of people have things. So I'm sorry that I said that. Life is so hard. I feel embarrassed complaining. Okay, I've already put way too much on here, and I'll probably end up gessoing back over a lot of this because it just looks not good. Not good at all. Let me, see. Take this cup and add to the mess. Let me just take this and add to the mess. That's what I should do. Cyndi, you just said you had too much. No, you just have to make things worse, don't you? Yes. Well, I can always erase, right? No, don't do it. Don't do it. Ooh, maybe I'll make some little ones. No, don't do it. Make some this size. It's so fun to play with black, isn't it? It's just... Okay. I'm going to let this... Can you even see this? Can you see the whole mess that I've made? Wow, it's really dark. Anyway, okay, I've made my mess. I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to come back and try to do some transfers. See what happens. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens. Okay, I just had a sponge in my hand. I've lost it that quickly. Is this it over here? Let's see. Yeah. Okay. I think we're pretty dry here. And let's see. I think I want to try to make it so that it's not completely on the page. It looks like it's kind of going off the page. Now, when I did this before, I used a different technique. I'd put the gel medium down, and then I'd put the paper down, and it would be there for a while, and then I would spray it with water, but that's not the way I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this the way Donna Downey did it. And she said she had an inkjet printer. You know, I don't know. if my printer is an inkjet printer or not. What is my printer? It's an Epson XP something or other. Let's see. Burnish this down a little bit, and she didn't really do a ton of burnishing. She just did it just for a minute and then started lifting up. So let's see. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Is it gonna stay? Hey, look at that. It's kind of doing it, you know, maybe I burnished, a little too much. Hers came off, for the most part in one piece. I think I'm gonna have a little more trouble. Okay, here's some that's not sticking. I also trimmed my paper up closer, and I'm not sure that I really should have done that. I think I shouldn't have burnished as much because it's really really sticking. Wow, look at this. Look at this. Okay, this is pulling up some of the paper. Some of the actual paper that, look at that, it's ripping the brown paper. That's not good. That's not good. Okay, next time I'm not going to push down as much. I know I'm being repetitive. But, you know, I was afraid I wasn't going to get any kind of transfer at all. But I did. Okay. Cool. There's one little part left on here. There we go. And see, I can rub it a little bit and get, there's like a little haze. If you've ever done this before, you know what I'm talking about. You have like a little haze of the white paper left, and you can just sort of gently rub that off. And, you know, unfortunately, that messed up there, but that's, whoops. Let's see, this is sticking up. Let me see if I can stick that down a little bit. But I'm not that worried about it because this isn't supposed to look perfect. You know, transfers aren't supposed to look perfect anyway. If you wanted it to look perfect, you could just collage it on, I guess. But yeah, I'm fairly happy with this. Cool. All right, there, I did one. Let me try another one real quick. Let's see, let's try this one. Maybe we'll put this one. Maybe I'll try this one like down here. See what happens. Yeah, I noticed it didn't appear that she was putting her gel medium on really thick either, so I'll try it a little bit thinner this time. And I'm not going to rub the edges so that I have some area where I can lift up better. Just going to try to rub just where the butterfly is. I'm shaking my whole table doing this. Okay, let's see. Let's see what's gonna happen. Of course, it's already sticking. What's gonna happen? There it is. There it is. It's staying. It's staying. It's staying, kind of. That needs to. Get that to stick a little bit better. Oh, and it did. Look at that. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Well, this is just really thrilling. Look at that. It's almost like a rub-on. Oh, man. Look. I rubbed a little bit too hard there. Look at that. Cool. Okay, let's try one of these. Really excited now. So excited I don't see my scissors, so I'll just rip some of this off here. Maybe we'll put these, let's see. We'll go like that with those, so okay. There we go. Let's put that baby on there. Whoops. Guess I can't talk while I'm doing this. I have to concentrate. Plus, I'm doing this, I swear, it's practically dark in here, but if I turn on the light, then we'll have this terrible shadow going across the page. Okay, what do we have with this one? Nope. Okay, let's grab that. Huh. Okay. Whoops. Some in the middle that's not sticking. This one's not doing as well. That's okay. Let me try another one. Let's try this one. It's hard with these little ones. I should have left more area on. I shouldn't have cut them so close. Live and learn. Live and learn. Okay. Come on. Come on up. Come on. Come on. You know, it's just occurred to me that with these, because the background is tan, the whole thing is wanting to stay and not just the butterfly. Okay, that makes more sense. All right. Just very lightly. And might try this on, let's see if I have one of these things here. I do. You know, I make the refrigerator magnets on these wooden thingies. I might try to do some transfers on those. Those might make some cute magnets. If I can get, I think if I had some better copies, these copies were not the best. I think if I had printed them from a better JPEG or whatever it is that you print photos from, it might have been better too, because these are kind of blurry, as I mentioned before. Okay, well that's kind of cool. So I'm gonna let these dry a little bit and maybe try to get some of this haziness off without totally destroying the butterfly. This is helping a little bit. You know, before when I learned how to do this, they would say spray it with water and then rub it. I'm afraid to do that. There, that's kind of cool. This one, yeah, this one's kind of ripped up, and this is really wet. I think I had too much stuff on there. But anyway, okay. So let me let this dry. Oh, I also wanted to, I think I want to do some writing with my fine line bottle on here in a couple places just to add some interest. Let's see. I love to scribble with this. People always ask me, because I do this in my paintings sometimes, they always say, does that say something? I'm like, well, it actually did when I was writing it, but I can't read it after I've written it. Let's see. Here, I'll put take flight. All right, so let this dry up. I'll be back. Okay, it is the next day now. All of this is dry. I was gonna stick with the black and, you know, beigey look. That was my plan yesterday. Today, different plan. While I was watching the McCain funeral, I printed out some more butterflies, some more colorful ones. So I'm going to try to, oh wait a minute, I've got to copy that one onto a piece of white paper so that I'll have some white around it, like I did with this. See, this was actually, this had leaves and everything. So I printed it out, then I cut the butterfly out, and I was going to put it on the copy machine and print it, and I forgot to do that. So let me do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, it's now the next day. It's Saturday. And I was going to stick with this black and beigey look, but I can't do that. I have to put some color in here. So I was just sitting here watching the McCain funeral, and I printed out a couple more butterflies, and I think I'll try to transfer those on here. tell you, this whole McCain funeral in the week since he passed away, it's really been something else. I have heard some of the meanest things I think I've ever heard. I mean, you know, first of all, it's pretty amazing. I mean, regardless of your politics, people generally do not harass people that are dying of brain cancer. And it's been quite remarkable that I'm not a lover of McCain. I'm a Democrat. He's done many, many things that I did not agree with. But, you know, the whole issue with the president just harassing him nonstop, every rally, he has to make some kind of negative comment about McCain, and gets the people there, regular people, cheering against a dying man. Who does that? First of all, who says that, you know, oh, he's not a hero. I like people who don't get caught. I mean, that's just, you know, a really ridiculous statement, and certainly a ridiculous statement for someone in that position to say. But, so he passes away, and I saw perhaps one of the nastiest things I've ever heard someone say. Well, I read it. Literally within hours of the news coming out that he had passed away, a fellow artist put a thing up on Facebook, a negative McCain thing up on Facebook, and someone commented. They said, the real shame is that McCain's mother didn't die before she gave birth to him. Think about that. The real shame is that his mother didn't die before she gave birth to him. I mean, that's incredible. That a person is that freaking just nasty and would say something horrible like that. I mean, you know, where does it end? Where does it end? You know, and the funny thing is, most of the people that don't like him now are Republican. McCain's Republican. And they liked him before. They just decided not to like him because Trump told them not to like him. I mean, you know, like I said, I'm a Democrat. Most of the time I disagree with McCain. Although I've had insurance this past year because of McCain. So, you know, I was happy about that. But yeah, no, my point was just, you know, no matter your political beliefs, I mean, when's enough enough? I mean, to say, you know, the real shame is that his mother didn't die before she gave birth to him. I mean, that's just, that's pitiful. And that's where we're going. I mean, that's, you know, who we're becoming as Americans. Just such hateful people. I'm going to try not to say anything more about this because I could get carried away talking about it. I'm not going to. I'll save that for another video. Okay, this transfer doesn't look that great, but I can do some drawing around it, maybe some painting around it. Let's see how this one turns out. Let's see. Okay. Well, I was going to say so far so good, but maybe not. Transferring is hard. It's funny. Transferring is hard. Cyndi. Okay, this side is, ooh, that side came out kind of nice, except for the missing parts there. Let's see. All right. Well, I've added some color. I can say that for it. I added some color. That's about all I can say for it, right? Yeah, this page is going to be a very, very unusual page. Huh. It's so weird because you can't tell. You don't want to rub too much, but then there are parts where you can rub where you think you shouldn't be able to, and it actually gets better. Anyway, okay, that's that. I'm going to grab some pencils and maybe make some antennas and put some words on here and call it a day with this one. This is just a really, really weird page. I'll be back. Okay, I pulled out my Jane Davenport mermaid markers. I haven't used these in a while. In fact, I haven't really used them very much at all. But I think I'll play around with these. That might be cool. Let's see. Add some color around here. I was going to use what do you call it? My Prismacolor pencils, but no. It's good to try new things, right? Haven't used these in a while, so I need to get them going. Let's see, let's pull out, let's try the blue. This is Blue Bottle. Cool. Yeah, I should use these more often. They feel kind of nice, and they really have a nice point. Man, Jane did some major marketing when she came out with these. Everybody was getting them. It looked like a lot of people. She sent samples of them, and everybody was making videos. Wish I had gotten in on that. Free samples. I bought a bunch of her new stuff when she came out with it because I'm a sucker for displays. And I'll tell you what, Michael's did an excellent job of the display. Okay, let's see. Let's see, what color? Did I use this color? Did I try this? I don't know. Pretty. Go. Getting ready to have a storm again. It's getting dark. I'll tell you, if I don't start making videos at like 8 o'clock in the morning, it's hard to do it because it gets so dark every afternoon. Deep sea, what is this? This must be a green. Yeah, it gets so dark every afternoon. It rains every afternoon. Yeah, this is like a deep, deep green. I think. I can't really see. I've got to get glasses. I really, you know, like right now I have cheap dollar store reading glasses on. And I've gotten to the point where I have to have the reading glasses on to do anything. When I'm in the grocery store, I can't read a can or a box or anything. Is that green? I can't tell. I don't know what it is. I like it. I like it. So instead of using my black pen, which is what I plan to use, I'll just use this baby. But yeah, I need to go get real glasses. It's crazy. Just crazy. Let's see. Boop. There we go. Yeah, I was watching some of the other Donna Downey classes, like it's got the 10 by 10, where she does these 10 by 10 paintings. She does a little bit of collage and then paints them. They're just simple little paintings. Mixed media, abstracty, but they're cool. Now I am assuming that when I put my words on here, I'm gonna have to be careful not to smear this ink with the Mod Podge or the gel medium, whatever it is that I use. I don't know, maybe, no, I don't think this is like an archival ink. maybe. I'll check it out. Cute, cute. Love my little butterflies and moths. There we go. Okay, let's see. How about some of this color, which I think I already used? I don't know. There we go. Okay, maybe, let's see. A little more pinky over here. Brighten this side up a little bit. Yeah, I should definitely use these more in my art journals. Cool. Okay. Let's see, maybe I should drip some ink. What about that? Let me grab some ink. Okay. I'm really into this Amsterdam ink now. I had to start buying it because they do not have the F.W. De La Rowney in the store anymore. In Hobby Lobby, and they don't have it in Michael's or Joann's or anywhere either. So I tried the Amsterdam, which is what they're carrying now, and I really, really love it. I mean, I love the De La Rowney too, but woo! This is, let's see, can you see it? This color is Antelope, and I don't use it enough. It's a cool color. Let's see, and I just bought the silver. So let's see what the silver looks like. The gold I've had for a while, and I love, love, love the gold. Ooh, I like the silver too. I love ink. I really love ink. Okay. Yeah, I love the gold. Yeah, they have like 3 different colors of gold in Amsterdam, and this is the light gold. And it's my favorite one. Okay, I don't know if you can see, but I'm really trying to get this dripping. Go, 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 go. Yeah, look, it went through the mermaid marker and brought that down. I like that. Should I do some from the bottom too? So maybe I'll put some. Maybe I'll do a little silver. And drip that down the other way. Silver and maybe I'll do a drop of gold. Ooh, I'm liking my drips. I'm liking my ink. Sorry about that. Had a call come through. Yeah, it definitely smears. Look at this. Totally smeared that, but I don't know. I'm liking the whole thing. It's just a big mess, and I like it. Smeared the butterflies, but you can sort of still see the butterflies. I mean, if I want, I could go back in with a black pen and really outline those. I might, I don't know. We'll see what happens after it dries. And while this is drying, I will work on my words. I'll be back. Okay, I swear, two seconds ago, it was bright in here. And right before I started to turn on the camera, all of a sudden it got cloudy and dark. Anyway, yeah, so now it's the next day. This is my third day working on this. And it's quite the mess. I think I'm going to stamp on here. Stamp in a couple places maybe. There we go. Just a few little stamps here and there. I don't know how this stamp's going to work because I've dipped it in paint before, and of course I didn't clean it well afterwards. It's all right. I don't think I'm going to use that big one, but I'll put another one of these. I took the coolest picture of a dragonfly yesterday. I was able to get really close up, and they're funny because their heads look like little football helmets. It's very cute. He had like this beautiful blue football helmet on, and it looked like he had a little mask in front of his face. I think because this is such a mess here, I may cover it up with a little bit of collage. Did I ever tell you? I know I've told you a lot about the summer art camp that I was teaching for children. And I talk about it a lot because I enjoyed it. I brought I had this old book that I've been using for like a year. In fact, this may be a page from it. But it was, you know, nicely yellowed, and I never really read the book to see. I mean, it just looked like some nice little old novel. I don't know where I bought it. I probably bought it at the Salvation Army or somewhere. Anyway, I brought it to... Okay, sorry about that. My phone was evidently too full. I had to delete some things. It kept turning off. Anyway, so I got this book at Salvation Army or somewhere, and I had been using it for collage for a long time, and I brought it to the art camp so that, you know, they could rip some pages out, or I could rip some pages out, and they could use them as part of their collage. And then I was sitting there one morning, and I'm ripping pages out, and I'd already let them use it in a couple projects. But I'm ripping out the pages one morning, and I just caught a couple words out of the corner of my eye. And I'm like, wait a minute. just say it was not the kind of book that you would want the parents of those children to see. You know, I mean, as you know, most papers get covered up and you just see little tiny bits. But it would have been quite embarrassing to have a parent come in with their child's project from the day before. Like, what on earth is this? Because it was, you know, I mean, it wasn't like, you know, porn, but let's just say it was, it was a romantic novel. And it did get somewhat descriptive at times. You know, and that's just so typical that, I mean, I'm a pretty neurotic person, but it's typical that I just didn't even notice that, didn't notice that right away, or didn't even think to look, because it just looked like an old book, and it didn't occur to me that it would be a, you know, questionable book to use. Anyway, another little story from my art camp time this summer. Let's see, I've just randomly grabbed a few things. I have these little cards that they're like playing cards, but they have pictures on them and numbers, and I think they're Tim Holtz. They're by Ranger. You can get them at the craft store, but they're shaped like a regular card, but they're about half the size. They're like that. They're a perfect little size to use in your collage. And I have 2 packets of those, 2 different packets. And I think there's like 52 cards in a pack, but I can't find them anywhere. And they would have been really cute to use for this. But I'm trying to keep my gel medium off of my page somewhat, because of the way that ink is smearing the Jane Davenport ink. Okay, let's see, maybe do this right here. I still have to get a date stamp. I still don't have a nice date stamp. I had one I could stamp it right on there, but I don't. So maybe I'll stamp something else on there. Let's see. Let's see if I can hold this down a little bit here on the end. I really need like my thicker matte medium to hold down something, you know, substantial like this. Something that's thicker than just a regular little thin piece of paper, but there we go. We'll try that. We'll see how that works. Something to wipe my hand off. I'll just wipe it off on this paper, then on my clothes, and okay, let's see, what else can we do? Okay, I have my words here. And my husband wrote this down for me the other day, and I don't know if he made this up or he saw it somewhere, but I thought it was good. What the caterpillar perceives as the end, the butterfly sees as the beginning. So maybe I'll put that down like that. Wish I had my, wish I could find my glue sticks. You know, I think every video that I make, I'm always complaining about not being able to find something, aren't I? Yes, I am. Okay. What the caterpillar perceives as the end. I just printed these out on the computer. I typed it on the computer and enlarged it and printed it. That's why I'm trying to be careful not to put the Mod Podge on the front, because sometimes my printer ink smears and sometimes it doesn't. So let's see. The butterfly sees as the beginning. Okay. There we go. As I was looking through my stuff, I happened upon, I have a box of these Lyra graphite water-soluble, sort of like crayon pen. They're fat graphite pencils. And you can smear them, like it says water-soluble, so you can smear them with water if you want. Maybe we'll just make a few marks with these. Yeah, I like the look. Let's see. Yeah, you can just make very cool little designs with them. And let's see, I have some oil pastels here. What's this? Is that green? Gray green? No, I don't want that. How about this one? Maybe we'll add a little blue here and there. Maybe we'll just do that to add a little color. Whoops. Making marks. It's always fun, right? Man, I haven't used these in a long time. They're not dried up. They just need to be used more. Right? Right. Okay, and maybe, let's see, is this still wet? Usually I use a charcoal pencil, but maybe I'll just go over this with the graphite instead. Yeah, that works pretty well, right? Actually, that's nice. That's a nice, nice smooth feel. Nice smooth feel. Yeah, I need to use these babies more often. I have a bunch of graphite stuff because I did a video one time on using like graphite powder and different kinds of pencils, liquid graphite, and all kinds of different stuff. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Cool. Okay, what can I stamp right here? Oh, I wanted to use this too because this is gray. Where could I glue a little? Where should I stick it? Like right there. There we go. Cool. I like it. And maybe I'll just write the date there with my something. With this fat pencil. What is the date? Oh. There we go. And maybe some dots, of course. And then I'll be finished with this mess. This is a big mess, isn't it? It's definitely not my usual art journal page. That's okay. Okay, and then add some white. Then I'm going to be finished. Needs a few little white dots. Have any of you guys heard of ASMR? I think it's autonomous sensory meridian something or other. I'm not going to go into it right now. I'm just curious if anybody's heard of it. I may talk about it in another video. It's something that evidently I've been experiencing my entire life, but I didn't know that other people experienced it, and I didn't know that there was actually a name for it. And really there really wasn't a name for it until 2010. And it became more widely known as a thing, I guess, in 2007. I always thought it was just some weird, quirky thing that happened to me when I watched videos or heard certain sounds. But evidently, it's a thing. And maybe I'll talk about it in my next video. There, give that little butterfly some pizzazz. Okay, that's it. I'm not doing any more. That is my weird page inspired by Donna Downey Metamorphosis video class, and this doesn't look anything like what she was doing, but hey, that's what inspiration is. You get inspired by someone's a little something, and then you start there and build on it and make it your own thing. And that's what I've done. Okay, have a great week. Peace.